Hello everyone and welcome to London. Right, we are Waterloo and we're going all the way down to Kennington and then we are going all the way up to Old Street. Today we're going to visit one of the most haunted places in London. It's supposed to be one of the most haunted cemeteries, if it was a cemetery, but it's not. It is a burial ground. From macabre origins to the burial of some of Britain's most influential thinkers and writers of all times, Bunhill Fields is full of histories and stories to be told. Originally a stretch of land just north of the city of London, Bunhill Fields got its name from the Saxon times when it was used as a burial ground, but more likely named after a macabre event that took place in the 16th century. That gave the place the name of Bunhill. As cute as Bunhill sounds. Well, you think about Bunhill, you think about bunnies, right? It all began here in 1549. The charnel house of St. Paul's Cathedral was demolished, all bones removed. Charnel houses had been used all over the country to store loose bones from previous burials and exhumations since the 13th century. Cartloads of bones from St. Paul's Cathedral were transported out of the city and dumped in such large quantities that they formed a hill of bones with a layer of soil covering the ground. That looks good. Bunhill was big enough to accommodate 3 windmills on top. Bunhill was first used as a burial ground in 1665 until 1854, in which approximately 123,000 people were buried here. Now, an interesting fact, Bunhill Fields is not consecrated ground. In 1665, was given authorization to be used as a plague pit, but there is no record to confirm that the site was actually used to bury people that died from plague. There's only 2,000 graves remaining because this place was bombed during World War II. Some of the tombs have been removed, moved to a different cemetery. They have been restored or replaced. Robert Southey described this as the Camposanto of the dissenters. This was the final place, the final resting place of many nonconformists. The nonconformists are Catholic people that were not associated with the Anglican Church and people that did not belong to the Church of England, and they ended up being used as a resting place for Baptists and Methodists and, etc., etc. So this one is the final resting place of many dissenters over 3 centuries. So from the 17th century to the 19th century. And most of them were philosophers and thinkers and writers. Bunhill was also a hotspot for body snatchers in the 18th and 19th century. These were people that during the night would come here to pick up bodies and give them and sell them to physicians for medical research. In 1853, Bunhill was deemed to be full. Around this time, churchyards and burial grounds were closed, and large suburban ones, like the Magnificent Seven, Highgate being one of them, where I went a few months ago, were planned and laid out. And of course, this is one of the most haunted cemeteries in London where it's not a cemetery and burial ground, it's not consecrated. They're supposed to be dark figures wandering around here, women dressed in period clothes, and a lot of squirrels. I haven't seen one yet. Oh, you have? Oh, great. Most of the graves are behind these grates. They cannot be visited without an attendant. But we can have a wander around and see if we can find some of the famous ones. It's a shame they can't go in then. It would be so good. So this is the grave of John Bunyan. John Bunyan is the allegorical writer of the Pilgrim Progress. He was a popular preacher at the time, but he did not adhere to the Church of England. Therefore, he was actually imprisoned for illegal preaching. Hello. Oh, there's another one. Oh. He's playing with me. And this is the grave of Daniel Defoe, the author of the famous Robinson Crusoe and more Flanders. It is thought that when he died, he was on a run from his creditors, and he had the mother's grave, but in the 1800s an obelisk, the front of me, was unveiled to celebrate the author. Just next to it is probably the most popular grave here at Bunhill, and that is William Blake's. According to the blue plaque on his house in Bognor Regis, Blake was artist, poet and mystic, and that is why it was placed here. He was thought to be mad while he was alive. Today is considered one of Britain's greatest artists. We're actually walking on a plate. We're walking on bodies. So this was all covered in bones and covered by a layer of earth with 3 windmills. That'd be really nice in the summer. Theophilus Lindsay led an exemplary life. Oh, look at this! It is still a composer. William Shrubsole died 18th of January 1806. 46, composer of Moses Lane. Oh, guess who's here? Mr. John Benjamin Tolkien and Mary, his wife. Died in March 16th, 1837, age 91. Guys, we found the... just doesn't want to know. Oh gosh, we found the grave of Tolkien's grandfather. That's awesome. This is a weird grave. Here lies Dame Mary Page. In 67 months she was stabbed 66 times. Had taken away 240 gallons of water without even repining in her case or even fearing the operation. They got 240 gallons of water from her lungs in 67 months, 66 times. Wow. A very strange place, isn't it?